the Highland League season is underway. Oh, good start. Good morning and welcome to part 19, and today we are off to Rothes.
Rothes is in Moray, 60 miles north-west of Aberdeen. It takes 2 hours and 15 minutes via a combination of train and bus.
It's now November 2020. It feels like an age since the last time I did a video, which was in February, I think. And that was from Montrose, I think. Then obviously COVID happened, so not had a chance to go to a game for ages. So today it's the return of the Highland League. Now in Elgin, waiting to get to Rothes, and I'm just going to give you a bit of background about how we got here today. So the previous Highland League season began in August 2019 and came to an abrupt end because of COVID in March 2020, and Brora Rangers were top of the league but ended up not having a chance to get promotion like they would usually. And then we're basically trying to figure out a way of starting this season in a safe way. And after several false starts and lots of politics, the league season is starting again today, which is the third week of November. And it begins with 16 teams rather than the 17 teams that would usually take part. And that's because Forest Mechanics have decided not to take part this season. They're having a hiatus for a year. So the format will be 16 teams playing each other once, and so a 15 game season, and the team that finishes top of the league goes into a playoff. Now, the way that the system works in Scotland is that there's a Highland League and a Lowland League. The Lowland League has started behind closed doors. So at the end of the season, the Highland League champions play the Lowland League champions in a two-legged playoff. The winner of that gets to play the team that finishes bottom of Scottish League Division 2 over a two-legged playoff, and if they win they get promoted. Brora didn't get a chance to do that this season, which is a shame. However, one advantage Brora have had this season is the ability to compete in the Scottish League Cup. While other clubs have only been able to train and play friendly games, Brora have had the advantage of playing teams like Hibs in competitive games. I made it to Rothes after a 20-minute bus trip, and now I'm going to go and buy my ticket. So I thought I'd talk a bit about the current restrictions in place in Scotland, which are different to the ones in England. There's currently a 5-tier system in place. So the tiers are 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 0 is pretty much normal, so no area in Scotland is in that. Where I am now, in Moray, it's level 1. Up to 300 fans can attend games. There are really strict protocols in place, so you have to buy tickets either online or elsewhere from the ground, so you can enter in a contactless way. You have to give your details when you buy tickets for test and trace. No food and drink on sale at the ground, and you have to wear your face mask throughout the entire game. And that's probably been the most controversial announcement to accompany the return of live games, but I think if you give most fans the choice between having no football or football with a face mask on, they would reluctantly go for the latter. Aberdeen is currently in Tier 2, and that means no fans allowed at games. Pubs are allowed to have people in until 8 o'clock, but you can only drink alcohol with a meal. You can drink outside till I think 10:30, something like that. In Moray it's different in that pubs are just open pretty much as normal with social distancing and, you know, with masks until you get to your table, so it's a little bit less restricted in Moray. Just walking down to the ground now, and I'm going to bring you 5 facts about Rothes FC. Fact number 1, Rothes were founded in 1938, which was the same year the Beano was printed. Fact number 2, when Rothes began life, they were on the lookout for some floodlights, and Dundee United kindly donated some, and that is how Rothes got their amber and black colours. Fact number 3, Rothes play at Macassack Park, which was named after Douglas Macassack, who was a whisky businessman who benefacted the club in their early years. Fact number 4, Rothes are nicknamed the Speysiders because they play near the Spey River. Fact number 5, before last season was abandoned, Rothes were in 3rd place, and today's opponents, Huntly, were in 12th. And the Highland League season is underway. Oh, good start. What a start. Well, probably the quickest booking in history. Booked him, he just gave him a bit of a warning. Kept it in. Lancing header, the far post, and a right wing cross, good goal. Half time, 1-0. So it is half time, 1-0 to Rothes. Huntly have had most of the ball but can't do anything with it in front of goal, and Rothes have had none of the ball and have worked it well in front of goal, so it's kind of like each team has each other's problems. The goal, Rothes had a chance cross from the right side of the field and it was glanced home brilliantly. Before that they had a really good chance, again it came from the right. Keeper made 2 good saves, and Huntly's only chance of the game really is a smash from about 25 yards, so Huntly don't look really like coming into it, so they've got to really improve. As for the organisation, it's very good so far. It's a bit of a awkward setup having a mask, especially with wearing glasses during the game, but you know, if you compare it to not having football at all, it's pretty good, so can't complain. And the actual view around here is brilliant. It's a great backdrop for football. Second half gets underway.
Come on, come on, come on!
What's up, bro?
Almost 2-0. So it is full time, 1-0 to Rothes. I'm back in Elgin town, well, city centre I suppose you'd call it. Now it's absolutely freezing. That second half, fair to say, not very remarkable, not much happened. One chance for Huntley really, and one chance for Rothes, but not very much happened. It was cold. I think that the players were a bit hindered by the playing surface, which, you know, to be fair, it is November. You can't really expect the same as you would in August with a playing surface, so it was quite difficult. But yeah, a decent day out. Rothes did alright, Huntley did okay, considering that Rothes were heavy favourites to win. So they've got their season off to a good start with a 1-0 win. Decent attendance. I've got to give a word of thanks and praise to the stewards and all the people at Rothes FC today for their organisation. They did a brilliant job with making sure that everyone got in okay, and you know, they took temperatures. All the paperwork was good, you know, the writing things down on people's tickets to keep track of everyone, and you know, in case there's an issue, and we hope there's not, but test and trace is really important. And you know, considering that at this level, the Highland League, it's pretty much all voluntary run. They did a great job today, so my mission now is to get a pint and then head back to Aberdeen. So, made it back to Aberdeen, and that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and please give it a like, a subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you. Bye.